Okay!
The Switch has served as a platform for renovation, renaissance, and reinventing many of Nintendo's classic franchises, including Fire Emblem, Zelda, Mario. Metroid Prime 4, we know, that was announced a while ago. Metroid Prime 4 is in this batch of Nintendo games that sort of would be spearheading the success and the console hardcore appeal of the Switch. There's a rumor that's been gaining some steam, so I figured I'd touch on it as a fan of the Switch and as a non-fan of Metroid. I haven't played a single Metroid game outside of Zero Mission a long time ago. It's always a series that's eluded me. I'm really interested to check out Super Metroid on the Super Nintendo app on my Switch. But I might hold off on that because, according to Leaky Panda, in addition to Metroid Prime 4, there are 2 other Metroid projects being worked on at Nintendo to release within the next 2 fiscal years. So if you're not familiar, a fiscal year is from March to March, so technically this would go from March 2020 to March 2021, and then March 2021 to March 2022. One is the elusive Metroid Prime trilogy that we've heard so much about over the past what seems like since the Switch launched, if I'm being honest. The Metroid Prime trilogy, as we've learned from numerous groups of insiders and leakers, it's ready to go. It's good to go whenever. It seems like they've just been waiting on the right time. I believe Retro are the team that developed the trilogy for the Switch to just be like, hey, let us make Metroid Prime 4. The other game, though, is the first I'm hearing of this, a remake of Super Metroid in the vein of the Samus Returns remake that we saw on the 3DS in 2017. Once again, that was probably a really great place to hop on for Metroid, but I really haven't touched my 3DS since I got my Switch. Port Samus Returns to the Switch, I would love that. I'd play that in a heartbeat. But a Super Metroid remake is really interesting. Specifically in the tweet, they say a Super Metroid remake that mimics Samus Returns in style and scope. This makes me think that once Samus Returns shipped, Mercury Steam, who developed the game, went on to work on this next project as a Switch title. Which, if that is the case, that would be really awesome. Might make me hold off on playing Super Metroid. I still think that Super Metroid is the best looking Super Nintendo game by a long stretch. So to pop in and check it out on my Switch, I'm open to doing that. But if they really are making a full ground up remake in the style of Samus Returns, that could be cool. Another 2D Metroid that's on the same scope of Samus Returns, that makes kind of more sense to me, at least right now, to release before the Metroid Prime trilogy. That way, if the Metroid Prime trilogy releases in the fiscal year of 2021 to 2022, it would line up closer to the launch of Metroid Prime 4, which I'm assuming they're going to want to capitalize on. It's obviously a beloved franchise, so if this is the route they want to take, if this is the 3-pillar structure, the Triforce, if you will, for Metroid releases in the coming years, that's kind of exciting, and I would assume Metroid fans are excited, but if you're a Metroid fan, obviously more than I am, I'm curious what you think. Are you let down by getting another remake as the next potential project from Metroid? Are you just happy that Metroid's back in some capacity, or are you really hungry for that new Metroid Prime 4? I want to hear from you because you have more to say about this than I do, so comment down below and let me know what you think. If you enjoyed the video, if you are new to JoyClicks, would appreciate any comment, like, sub, whatever you want to do. Patreon.com/JoyClicks is where you can go to find out more about JoyClicks and support us to keep doing videos like this, make it all happen. But that's going to do it, so for now, I will see you next time.